What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Pink Couch Chronicles. By now, I'm sure you all know who I am, but if you don't, my name is Lacey, and thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, don't forget to click that red button and subscribe so you can be part of the Pink Couch Chronicles family, because we're growing and we're lit. We're growing and we lit, and we growing and we lit, and we growing. So recently I announced on social media that I and my husband are expecting a beautiful baby girl in August of this year. We are so excited. And because we haven't really talked much about the pregnancy so far, I really just wanted to kind of give you guys an update and just talk about my pregnancy journey thus far, like physical aspects and also like emotional for me as well. So physically, thank goodness so far, my pregnancy actually has not been that bad. In my first trimester, I of course had the nausea and I was super tired all the time, which on top of being anemic made it like 10 times worse. I really didn't throw up a lot, but I definitely was nauseous a lot in my first trimester. So that was a bit of a struggle. First trimester, it felt like it was never going to end. I did not honestly think, I thought like I was going to be tired, like that tired my whole entire pregnancy. But luckily I have felt a lot better. I also started iron infusions a little bit early than most typically would, especially if you are pregnant. And this is another thing. If you are, of course you have to advocate for yourself, but if you are pregnant, you definitely have to advocate for yourself, because the way my doctor's office is set up, there's not necessarily like one doctor. There's a team of doctors and midwives. And so every time you go into the office, you see someone different. They do it that way just so that you can see the whole team, because you don't know who's going to be on call when it's time for you to deliver. And so the first appointment, or one of the first appointments that I had, I told the doctor that, you know, I was already anemic, I was super tired, and I felt like I may need to have iron infusions again pretty soon, because I couldn't take it. Like, I was exhausted all of the time. And it was a male. And instead of, you know, go ahead and referring me to get my iron infusions, he just prescribed me to switch my prenatal vitamins up, which didn't really help. Just got me taking some big old vitamins. But he said that I should just wait, because typically pregnant women have iron infusions like later on in their pregnancy. And so the next month I went back to the doctor, and I had a midwife, and I was telling her, you know, the same thing. I was still tired, and I told her what the previous doctor told me, that I need to wait. And she was like, well, if you feel like you need to have iron infusions and you've already had them before, why wait? So she went ahead and set me up with a referral, and I only had one iron infusion session. I didn't keep going to them because of coronavirus, all that good stuff. And I honestly was starting to feel better. So I just decided I didn't really want to go out as much. So I decided not to go back and do my other sessions. But if you are pregnant, you definitely have to advocate for yourself. If you're not feeling right, or if you have questions, just make sure that you really talk to your doctor about the things that you are concerned about. But other than that, physically, especially now, I've been feeling a lot better. I have more energy. I don't really get that tired as much. Before, like in my first trimester, I was tired just because, like, I was not doing anything and I was absolutely exhausted. Now I realize that, like, if we might go to the store and go on like a grocery shopping trip or whatever, or if I'm just doing a lot around the house since we are in quarantine, then I'll get tired that way. But other than that, like if I'm just chilling, most of the time I'm not really tired. I feel physically a lot better. I'm trying to stay active as much as possible, even though I haven't really been doing a good job at that, but I am trying to get some walks in here and there. And overall, like, I've just been feeling much better. I did order a pregnancy pillow a couple weeks ago, or I think I got here like last week, and I've been sleeping with that. But I will say that pregnancy pillows are not necessarily for everyone, and I think that you should really think about which one that you want. There are a few different types of pregnancy pillows, but the most ones that you will see are either C-shaped, or they're like a U-shape, or like a rainbow shape almost. In shape, I don't know, this shape right here. And I ordered the C shape, but I wish I would have got the other shape, like the U shape, because I have a pinched nerve in my back. And so it's already rough, like sleeping sometimes, and being pregnant has been a lot worse. The C shape just does not offer me as much support as I think the U shape would have. But I'm kind of making it work now, but I am having like a little back pain every now and then, but that's to be expected as you're carrying a child. As far as pregnancy symptoms or cravings, I really haven't had too many cravings. In my first trimester, I was craving Chinese food and subs all the time. Like I ate Subway so much, and then Jersey Mike's finally opened up. I was eating Jersey Mike's. Like, I don't know what it was, but I just always wanted like a fresh sub. And that's really what I was eating. Now, I don't have too many cravings except for just like carbs. And I've definitely been eating a lot more, of course, and been eating a lot more fast food than I typically would. And so that's kind of like the only craving that I've been having is just junk food, which is not really good, but at least I'm eating, because that's another thing. In the first trimester, I really was not eating a lot, of course, because I was nauseous all the time. And so now my appetite is back, and I've just mostly been wanting just like fast food, junk food. So for the emotional aspect of being pregnant, I think through my first trimester, like around the time when I first found out I was pregnant, I think the only emotions that I had was just wondering, am I ready? Am I going to be a good mom? I think those are things that most new moms probably typically think about. I don't think that it's been too hard on me emotionally. I definitely had my moments. And of course, I've been, very transparent about my struggle with depression. And I've always wondered, because I knew that all of the hormonal changes would come along with being pregnant. I always wondered what it would be like, dealing with depression and also being pregnant. But I'm really grateful that it honestly has not been that bad. It's like, I really can't explain it, but after I got out of the initial shock of being pregnant, it's just been like a really peaceful feeling that I felt. And I'm just really happy and really content and really excited about bringing a child into this world. I've always wanted kids, and I'm even more excited that I'm having a girl because I always wanted a little girl. And so I think I'm just really in a good place mentally and emotionally. And I'm just really trying to hold on to that because I know that things are probably going to get a little harder, of course, especially transitioning into, being a new mother. But I'm also just really excited about seeing my little girl in August. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this quick update on my pregnancy journey so far. I hope that you guys continue to grow with me and watch as our family grows. You can follow me on Instagram at LoveLaceyAlexander. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on so that you can get the alerts when a new video drops. I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.